You want to create appliers for your legacy body? Keep watching! Hello everyone! Bonjour! Hola! Annyeong! Shalom! Ciao! Hey, let's go international! Let me know where you're from and I will greet you in your language. So, this is it everyone. This is it! We are doing it! This is today! Finally! And let's celebrate! Alright, let's do this! We will start simple and easy by creating an applier for one single tattoo. And then we will raise the bar. So first of all, you will need a tattoo texture. And in order to create your tattoo texture, you will need the legacy mesh body templates, the UV maps. A UV map is a 2D image of a 3D object. In our case, the legacy UV maps, it's an image of the legacy body, cut, on the sides and split open. To get the legacy mesh body templates, you will need to go to the meshbody.com website. The link will be in the description under the video. On the page, you will see all the templates that you can download, female or male. And you notice that there's also a template for nails. And don't worry, the video is already done and it will be released tomorrow. Once you've downloaded the templates, you unpack them and you should see several PSD files. Pick the one you need for the tattoo you want to create, upper or lower body. I'm lazy, so I put both lower and upper body templates in the same PSD file. That way it's easy to switch between, the two templates. And you have everything you need to create your tattoo in the graphic program that you like. I'm using Photoshop. You can use GIMP. It's a free software. So now you have your templates. You create your tattoo. I won't go over this process because there are plenty tutorials on how to create a tattoo or use GIMP or Photoshop. If you need a specific video, just let me know and I will, go over this process in more details. So you create your tattoo. My advice is to set your final design to 85% opacity. It will look more realistic, in my opinion. If you keep it at 100% opacity, it will just look like a painting, not a tattoo, really. When you're happy with your design, you save your work. You save the PSD file you're using to make your tattoo you name it into something else. For example, mesh body, legacy, tattoo, whatever. That way, if you need to do some changes, you will have it ready. And you will see that sometimes you will need to go back to editing to achieve the design that you want. You will see why. Now we are going to export the tattoo into PNG. Why PNG versus JPEG? The PNG format supports transparency. Basically, when you want skin to show, you need transparency, and therefore your texture needs to be in PNG format. To export your tattoo, you need to hide the legacy template to have only the tattoo visible, and then you save it as PNG, or you can also export it as a PNG. It doesn't really matter. As for parameters, I tried them all and honestly I haven't seen a drastic change. So just go with, here none and it should be fine. So we are back in Second Life. We have created our tattoos. We have created the graphic for the HUD. We have all our files exported. We have the graphic for the HUD. I created a second version, but I will explain why a little later. we have our tattoos. I created 2 versions. You will also see why in a minute. And then we have just a thumbnail for the HUD. Okay, so we have this. Now what we will do is that we will have a look in Second Life how our tattoos look like without, paying the 10 lindens. So what I do is I go to my texture folder and I create a new close, new tattoo. You don't rename it, it's you don't need it. You add it to yourself, you wear it, and then you go into edit. Okay, you go to edit. The tattoo that I've created is a upper tattoo, so I click here in upper tattoo, and then I go into local, and I click on add, and I select the tattoo I've created, and I will go with faded, and you see that your texture appears here on the right. You click on it and it shows up in the window. That means that it has been applied. So let's have a look. So my tattoo looks like this, and it's okay, I like it. So if you like it that way, then you just zoop to go back to local. You click on your texture and you can just upload it. I already named it, something that I will remember what it is. So it's tattoo, heart, and faded. And I upload it to Second Life. And it appears here now in my texture folder. I will also go ahead and upload the other files that I've created. So for that I go into build, upload image. I will select the graphic for the HUD, and I upload it. And I will also upload the thumbnail for the tattoo. The thumbnail is the little image that will appear in your legacy HUD once you have applied the tattoos to your body. It's a preview, basically. And I upload this. Okay, so I have my thumbnail, I have the graphic for the HUD, and then I have my tattoo. I have uploaded 3 files. Now what we have to do is go to our legacy mesh body folder, and in that folder you should see a file called create.zip. You add it and it will unpack. I'm in unavailable, so okay, you accept it. So it's showing here in your recent. Let me close this. So it's here in your recent. You will see in that new folder another file called createstyle.zip. You unpack it as well. You just add it and it will unpack automatically. You accept it. Okay. And you put it in there all together. So this one, you can detach it. And now in that create a style folder, you will have a lot of files. And you will have 4 or 5 zips. You have the option for body hair, clothing, skin overlays, special effects, and tattoos. The styles basically is the kind of stuff that you want to apply on your body. In our case now, we will do a tattoo, so I will unpack the tattoo.zip. I add it to myself, and I accept it. Okay. And again, I drag this new folder into, where it belongs, so that way I know where to find them. So now what I would suggest is some method and organization. It will be, easier to understand. So what I would do is create a new folder specifically dedicated to all the stuff that I will be creating. So I will name my folder something like this. Let's go in caps. Otherwise, I will never find it. And in that folder, I will create another folder just for the tattoo that we will do now. New folder. Well, we are creating a tattoo, so I will name it tattoo. The one that I'm creating is North, so I will just name my folder that way. Okay, so now we go back to our mesh body create folder. And we are going to need two let's go back. In the mesh body create, you have copied and pasted the create a style folder, and in that folder you will see different files, and there's only two scripts. So you select these ones, you copy them, and you pass them into your tattoo folder. That's one thing. You will also need the product setup note card. Same thing, you copy and you paste it here. And lastly, we will need a style. I'm creating a tattoo that will appear in the back. So you see, you have several options: arms, hands, full body, left arm, and so on. I will just select the upper body, and the same, copy and paste this note card in my folder. So now I have all the files that I need to create my HUD. The two scripts here, the product setup, and the style. The difference between the product setup note card and the style note card is that the product setup, you will only need one by product. Let's say you are creating a HUD and you want to have several different buttons on it. You will still need one product setup. It will be for all the products that you will be that you will make available in that HUD. Styles are the stuff that you apply. So if you have one button, you just need one style. If your HUD comes with several, buttons, you will need one style by button depending on what you are applying. If it's clear. Let's say you have a HUD with a back tattoo and a leg tattoo, you will have a style for the upper body and you will have a style for the legs. But you will still have one product setup. Okay? But you will understand. Okay, we have that. One thing that I like to do is that I will go grab my textures, the thumbnail, the HUD graphic, and the tattoo. And I will put them in the same folder, so everything is in the same place. It's easier. All right? So we have everything. So now that we have all our files all together in the same place, we will finally create our HUD. For that, it's super easy. You go to build and you just raise a box. Boom. You know that in Second Life, everything starts with a box. Ding ding, friendly greetings. Do you remember Torley Linden?
Friendly greetings again. Friendly greetings. Friendly greetings. I am Torley Linden and friendly greetings. Friendly greetings.
Okay, so I resize it, like roughly. I will adjust this later. Okay. So I have my box. I make it transparent. And then I go to select face here. And you see that two arrows appeared here. And here it says face 0. You keep scrolling until you find faces 4. All right. Phase 4, you click on the texture preview here. It opens a window. And in that window, you can just drop your graphic for the HUD. And here's mine. Okay, it appears like this. Apply. Okay, I have my HUD. You see that it's a little stretched. So what I do, I go to Object. I check the size of my graphic, and it says 256 by 512. So I go there and I put the same sizes. And that they are like this, so it looks better. The texture is not stretched, I mean. Now I select everything and I resize it, and it looks good that way. Okay, now we need a button here. So the same, we go to build. We raise a box and we move it here. It has to, honestly, here you can do, well, just a second. Okay, I will size it like this. Here, yes, you can just put the box over the button that you have. Like this, something like this, but you never know where your clients or your friends will click, so I'd rather cover all the area. It will be easier. So let me do this. Beam. Okay, and I will decrease the transparency so I know what I'm doing and I know where my button is. Okay. We have our HUD. So this is the perfect time to rename it. So select your main, the main HUD. You go to General and you name it. Tattoo heart applier, something like that. And this is also where you can set the properties, before forgetting later on. If it's for yourself, it doesn't matter. But if you intend to sell those HUDs, I would recommend checking on copy only and uncheck transfer. Okay? Only copy if it's for retail. And then we go to our button. We have only one tattoo. So I will name that button something very easy. I will just name it heart. All right? So we named our HUD. We named our button. Okay? So you select the button and then you select the HUD and you link everything together. Always select the buttons first and the HUD last. I mean, the HUD needs to be the root prim. All right? So we have our HUD. Now let's go to the two note cards that we need to edit. The scripts, you don't do anything with them. They will do their job. You don't need to worry about these. First of all, we will take care of the product setup. So this is the note card that will describe basically what your product is. So what is your product name? My name, the name of my product is Tattoo Heart, right? I can put something else like Applier HUD. Product thumbnail. So the product thumbnail is whatever will appear in your legacy. You know, when you go to the... okay, let me move my... legacy. Where is it? Okay. Okay, here. Do you see? Well. Okay, it will be okay like this. So the thumbnail for the product is what will appear here, you know, in your tattoo tab. This is all the thumbnails. Okay, and the thumbnail I've created, it's this one. All right. So I just right click on it and I go to copy asset UID. And I passed it here. The gender, a tattoo, I mean, at least for the one I'm creating, it's unisex. So I will go with unisex. Is it a demo? No. You have a note card to set up a demo product. Okay, we are done with the product setup note card. Now we will go to the style note card. The style name. The style name needs to be the same name as the button on your HUD. In my case, I named my button Heart, so I will put Heart, the name of my button, right here in the style name. Style thumbnail UID, it's the same as this one. Copy. Here, color group, I would go with multi. If your tattoo is black, you go with black. If your tattoo is, I don't know, orange, we like orange, it's my color. You will, you know, select orange. In my case here, it's multi, so I will go with multi. And upper body UID is your tattoo texture. So mine is this one. Right click, copy asset UID, and boom. You have other settings here, but I'm not, you know, I won't bother with those for now. You save your note card. Once you have edited the style note card, just rename it the same way as the button. So rename, and I will call it Heart. Okay. Now we go to our HUD. You click Edit. You go into the Content tab, and you will select the Style note card. You will drop it in there. You select the product setup. You drop it in there as well. And finally, the two scripts. And the HUD will start doing its job. It's reading the note cards and everything. You need to wait a little bit. Note card accepted. Okay. You will get a message at the end when everything is ready for you to use. All right, new styles have been added to your style page. You can now access them without using the applier. Thank you very much. One final thing. I will go to select here, and I will make the texture transparent. Okay, oops. The whole texture. Edit link. Okay, now we have our HUD. The question, is it working? So you just click on it and let's see. Yeah, it's working. So what you do now, you take it into your inventory. You go to your recent, it will appear here in your objects. Don't judge my inventory, okay. Your HUD is here, so you just cut it and place it in your folder. So you have your HUD here. Now you need to add, to attach your HUD to your HUD. It's confusing. To the center. Okay, I need to resize it. It's too big. Let's see, like this. You put it wherever you like to have it. And there you have it. You have your HUD. I forgot one thing. There's one thing to do. I was almost forgetting. Your two scripts here, you need to change the properties to copy only. Here, properties, copy only. Okay, and I'll double check. All right. So that's the only thing that you need to do. So you have your HUD. Let me bring my alt and check if it's working for him. Okay, so Diane is here. I will send him the HUD. So I detach it. And I just sent it to him. Now I'm in Diane's account. I accept the HUD. I go to my recent and I had it. Okay, and I apply it. And let's check. Yeah, it's working. Pretty good, huh? So that was easy. You created your first HUD. Okay, so now we will raise the bar and create a HUD with two buttons. I have already uploaded my textures. It will be basically the same HUD as before, but with another button. If you remember, so this is the graphic for the first HUD. There was only one button. And for the second one, I did that, two options, faded and fresh. This is what I see mostly tattoo designers do, is that they give the option to have the tattoo in different opacities. So let's go for this example. What I will do, I will just copy the HUD that I already did. Copy and paste. And that way I know that it's the right size and everything. And it will be a good exercise also for you to see how you can reuse something that you've already created, right? The thing that doesn't change is that we need the scripts and the product setup. I copy and I paste these files in my folder here. And I need, of course, two styles, because there will be 2 buttons on my HUD, so I need 2 styles. I will need 2 styles for the upper body, because basically the tattoo is the same for fresh and faded design. So I will copy this one, I will paste it in my folder, paste this one, I will name it fresh, and I will paste it one more time. And this one I will name it faded. Okay, now I raise my HUD. You raise my HUD. Edit. Like this. Edit. I will zoom. Okay. I will change the texture. I will select face. I select the face. I go to the texture tab. And then I drop my new graphic here. Okay. Now for the button, I have one here, so I will use this one. I will resize it. Like so. Oh, too small. Too small. Okay, here. Like this, bigger. Okay, we have something now. Okay, like this. So I have my button. I will unlink it. And that way I can copy it. I don't see anything. Okay, my button's here. So this one I will name it faded. And this one I will name it fresh. And same, I select my button, I select the other button, and I select the HUD, and I link everything together. For the HUD, I will name it faded and fresh applier. Okay, so we have our HUD. I just make sure to go to the content tab and to remove the 2 scripts. Sometimes it doesn't work, so it's better to start fresh. Okay. Now we go to our product setup. The product name is Tattoo Heart Fresh and Faded Applier HUD. Product on mail, I will use the same one. Now you know the drill. Copy. Asset UID. Gender, it's still unisex. And it's not a demo. And I save my note card. 2 seconds. It's really quick to do a HUD. Okay, so this one is the fresh one. So the style name will be fresh, like my button. The style thumbnail is copy asset UID. Color group, it's still multi. And the upper body UID for the fresh option is this one. Copy asset UID. And you save your note card. Now we do the faded one. So the style name is faded, like my button on my HUD. The thumbnail is this one, copy asset UID. Color group multi. And the upper body UID, it's the faded one. So it's this one. Copy asset UID. Here. And you save it. So you have, let's go back, you have your two styles for the faded and the fresh option. You have your product setup and you have your two scripts. So you go to the content tab, you select the two style note cards and the product setup, and you drag those files into the content tab. And finally, you drag your two scripts into the content tab. Okay, we can close this. So it's doing its thing. We need to wait a little. Okay, now it says new styles have been added to your style page. Okay, one more thing. The scripts need to be copy only, so you uncheck transfer. And the second one, uncheck transfer. Okay, I will double check that my HUD is still okay, only copy. That's great. And I take it. I go to my yes, it's here. So this one I can delete it. It's the old one that I used to copy. Now I go here, I had it. My HUD is here. Okay, so let me show you my back, sorry. Okay, here. So we'll start with the fresh. And then I click on faded. You see, it's working. And now you learn to create a HUD applier with several buttons. You see, it's really easy. You just need to be organized and it makes things a lot easier. I hope it was clear. I showed you how to create a HUD applier from scratch, and then I showed you how to edit it to reuse it. Let's say you created a tattoo in different colors and you want to sell them separately. So what you do, you will create the first HUD, let's say for black, and then you will modify it for another color, brown, for example. So you can reuse the same HUD and just change the style note cards, and that will save you a lot of time. The next video will be about nail appliers for Legacy, and then I will do a part 2 of this video to show you how you can create styles and combine them to apply several styles at once in just one click. But for now, you can practice and have fun with what you've learned today, I hope. And let me tell you that you will be seeing more tutorials about those appliers, because honestly, the more I dig into it and the more I find ways to use them, it's really exciting. So you will be seeing a lot more tutorials, and unfortunately you will have more opportunities to enjoy my terrible French accent. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching. Take care and see you in my next video. Bye bye. Au revoir.